Plumas Hall. Located on the north side of campus, Plumas Hall has played host to one of the biggest campus programs at Chico State. In the basement of this building, school newspaper The Orion is produced weekly by some of Chico State's finest students.
We just want nice and clean, 5 quick attractive things that people can go to first, figure out what the deal is, then delve into these 700-word stories. Well, when it comes to a typical day in the basement, generally it involves me coming down here, reviewing what my current story list is, because usually it's just a putting out the fires wherever they come up, and they come up quite a bit, so I'll spend quite a bit of time running around like a chicken with my head cut off or something like that, but a million things get handled at once. This is Dr. Doom, as a reminder of who I need to be in the newsroom. Clearly, Dr. Doom is an authority figure. Everything he does is mechanical, well-planned, ready to go. Authoritative, even. Passion for journalism simply comes from obsessive tendencies. I'd say that the only reason I care so much about journalism is because my life is empty and devoid of meaning, and in the search for meaning, I guess I've decided that seeking truth and then telling others about it is the only way I can think I have purpose in this world.
The person who was news editor decided that they couldn't do it, so he had to take over for them. And so he was talking about how stressful that was, and I totally believe him, because last semester I actually ended up calculating how many hours, how much he was getting paid for his job, and I think he said he was working 29 hours a week. He got paid $300 a month, so that's about $250 an hour. In the middle of this venting session in the car, he said to me, he just stopped, and he said, "You know, I'm just talking, right? I don't really believe in any of this." And I kind of made him stop and realize that moment, because it's special to me, and it's a big part of why I really do care about Anthony. And I think it's because he doesn't take himself too seriously.
His sister, she went off to Chico State, became a journalism major, which infuriated me to no end. She ended up becoming managing editor of The Orion by the time I had graduated from high school. So I showed up and I said, "I'd like to work for the paper," and Jen said, "All I'm going to do is introduce you. You can work for entertainment." So turns out entertainment was filled. Didn't really write news. I wrote opinion, and I didn't really want to write news. But I signed up, he took me on, and within 3 weeks I was loving it. And since then, I just never left.
The first night he walked downtown and saw his name on one of the newspapers in the bins on Broadway Street. That was really amazing to see that look on his face.
I remember visiting Chico about 2 years before I had to make the choice of what college to go to. And immediately, when I came into Chico, I felt at home, more so than I did at the place in Fair Oaks, where I've been raised for the last 14 years. So I think it was just too good. It was just too perfect. Oh God. I broke my laser pointer.